Al-Imran 3 and ayat 5. وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. And whosoever seeks a deen judgment other than Islam to attain peace, then it will never be accepted for him, and he will be from the lost ones in the last. Since this is the most of the oppressor, he is not taking lessons for himself, but he seeks a deen, a judgment other than Islam to attain peace. You see, I told you in life there are many situations. There are subul as-salam, there are many ways of salam to peace, to attain peace. Every ayat that tells us or governs us to, that we are governing. In any situation that I come in life and I take into consideration what the ayah says. Now in that particular situation, my feelings are so much motivated that I think that this governing ayat is right. I understand this governing ayat, but I do not, because my feelings are not so. So I take a judgment according to my vain desire other than Islam to attain peace. But I know the ayat. I know the ayat, the essence of an ayah, but I do not implement because my vain desire is so much dominating my personality. It is not giving me peace. So that means I have taken a judgment on my desire, not on the governing ayahs. So I will not attain peace. But I may know the ayat. I may talk about the ayat. I mean me also in this crowd. Remember, we have to take lessons from the ayat. That in a situation other than judgment of Islam to attain peace, if you are not taking judgments from the ayahs to attain peace in life, if you are not doing so, then this is nothing. This is making, you are not getting anything out of it. So Allah said, Allah will not accept. فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ. He will not accept your judgment. How much you are crazy of that philosophy or psychology. You are after money, or you are after any vain desire you have got, or love or affection, or manat and yaghus and yawq or nasar and anything whom you love, whom your feelings are attached. If you are attached to anything other than taking into consideration what Allah tells us in the ayahs, and you do not make the judgment right, correct, it may go against your brains. You have to take the judgment in the eyes of God, the right judgment. If you will not, Allah will not accept. فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ. This is very clear. Any judgment in life, you take a decision and the judgment is not based on ayat, knowingly, He will not accept. Remember, this is very clear, that people do not take the judgments on the basis of the Quranic ayat. They consult the Quran, they ask the question, they understand the essence, but they live their life the way they live. The life they lead just for the know-how, for the knowledge. I must know what Quran says. What difference does it make if you do not implement that governing ayat in that particular situation? This is how you will attain peace. If you are not taking the judgment, then Allah says, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا. And whosoever seeks a judgment other than Islam to attain peace, other than not to attain peace, because you will not attain peace in that area where you have taken the judgment, not based on ayahs, mokamat ayat. You have taken on your vain desire. So you will not, Allah will not accept. فَلَنْ يُقْبِلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. And he will be the lost ones and the last. The same personality, I am telling you, the same person who is an oppressor, who is taking judgments other than Islam. Why he is doing all this?